Assalamu alaikum, namaste, and welcome everybody to the News Hour with your favorite host and host Jennifer Rogers. And I hope you all had a lovely and enjoyable and relaxing weekend. So let's welcome the weekday, a new week. And with that, let me remind you that you have to share this video with all your friends and family so that they are aware about all the things happening in Qatar and all around the world. And with that, we are also available on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, where we post a lot of interesting content and it's just for you. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Our YouTube channel is also called Qatar Day. And do not forget to check out our other channel, which is called qatarday.com. Now with this, I have about 3 local news into international. So quickly, let's just get into it. The first one being 162 people in Qatar face prosecutions for not wearing masks. So the designated authorities announced on Friday that 162 people referred to the public prosecution for not wearing masks in place that required them. So you guys have to remember that please, when you're leaving home, do not forget to wear your mask no matter where you are going. You have to mandatorily have your mask on. And they also referred 16 people to public prosecution for violating the number of 4 people in a vehicle, including the driver, except for cases where there are families. Now the measures in line with the cabinet decision declared law number 17 of 1990 on communicable diseases and the precautionary measures in force in the country to contain the spread of coronavirus. The designated authorities called on the public to adhere to the precautionary measures in place to ensure their safety and the safety of others. Now with this, let me go to the second update of the day, which is Qatar Towers Lusail becomes the first hotel to get the GSAS 5-star sustainability ranking. So Qatar's Tower Development at Lusail has become the first hospitality project in Qatar to receive the certificate for the GSAS Design and Building 5-star rating at the design stage. Now, the development in the Lusail Marina district has become the first hospitality project in Qatar to receive a global sustainability assessment system. Now, with this, the design and the build and the 5-star rating certificate at the design stage, Qatar Hospitality has announced. Now, with that, a global sustainability assessment system in the MENA region, first performance given based building certification systems utilized by the building and the districts and the infrastructures project to access their environmental impact with the project design assessed by the sustainability experts at the Gulf Organization of Research and Development. It's called GORD. And the award provisional certificate reflects the exempted level of the green credentials to be achieved by the Qatar Towers upon completion, according to the press statement by Qatar Hospitality. Now, speaking about the project, the founding chairman of GORD, Dr. Yusuf, said that GSAS and DNB has been implemented in the range of public and private projects in Lusail city by the iconic Twin Towers stand out more way than the others. As far as the GSAS and B 5-star project, Qatar Towers will be pioneering name in Qatar's sustainability hospitality sector and the provisional mark to continuity of Qatar's hospitality journey towards sustainability built for the environment. Now with this, let me get to the third update of the day, and thank you so much guys, Mr. Michael, Mr. Furqan and Mr. Sami. Thank you for being live, and thank you for watching us from Nigeria and Kashmir. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And with this, let me get to the third update of the day, which is Ministry of Justice launched the Upshare mobile office. So the Ministry of Justice new mobile office service is a leap in the ministry's effort to bring the transaction closer to public and facilitate access to those in need. Now the Ministry of Justice launched Upshare Card service to serve the people. The card is a mobile office in which a legal notary is present, as well as the office and the technical requirements to end transactions and take signatures of the citizens in their whereabouts without them need to visit the ministry or any of its branches, which is such an amazing initiative. Now, the staff service includes male and female employees both, taking into account the privacy of the customers, and the car is fully equipped to provide various real estate registrations and documentation services, including transactions that are submitted electronically. So the car service is available to the public to set fee in accordance with the legal controls. Government and private entities and the institutions can also benefit from this services in case that requires this. Now, this new service is a leap in the ministry's efforts to bring transactions closer to the public and facilitate access in its availability to the segments of the society, especially the elderly, people with special needs and other cases. Now with this, let me get to the international bit of the day, which is a new spray has now achieved promising results in the battle of coronavirus. According to the results of an experiment in which 48 volunteers participated, the injured with the emerging coronavirus, those with received the inhaler treatment known as SNG001, okay, so has a higher chance of cure compared to the others who received a placebo. Another drug developed by the company Synergene, which is based in as the first antivirus the body produced to fight and stimulate vital infections immunity, according to the British Sky News. Now, commenting on the results of the study, Professor Tom Winkson of the University of Southampton said that the results of our study confirmed that the antiviral beta, a drug that is widely known as and approved for the use in its injectable form, may have the ability, if inhaled, to support the immune system or support the immune response to the lungs and accelerate recovery from COVID-19. He added that the inhalation of the drug provides high concentration of protein that immune system, in which strengthens the lungs defense, which is very important in avoid infection with other viruses. They may infect the respiratory system, especially in winters such as flu. I'm sure everybody gets flu in winters. I'm almost at the verge of it. But anyway, so let me get to the last international update of the day, which is how a COVID-19 vaccine could change travel for good. Now, it was a good news that the world has hope, right? But on November 9th, it was announced that one of the candidates of the COVID-19 vaccine made by Pfizer and BioNTech was over 90% effective in preventing volunteers from contracting the virus. Now, the travel industry immediately got a boost, with airlines and cruise companies share price railing and tour operators seeking uptick in searches and the booking for the 2021 coming up, right? Finally, it feels as if vacation might be in our future. But with travel post-vaccines, go back to how things were, and has your vacation been irrevocably changed? Has it been so changed, so bad? Now, for starters, it will be a while before we know the answer to that, right? Says a travel specialist. He says that I think it's just a matter of time before things go back to some degree of normality, but it will take quite a long, he says. At the moment, the travel is a way down the pecking order of vacations. So traveling is just not vacations anymore. She says that the countries will be the first looking to vaccinate the vulnerables, then the health workers and key workers, before making inroads into the general population. It's not to mention that the practical issues around the transportation and storage of these vaccines, meaning that one that wins the race, it may take even longer to distribute. So we're not really sure which company is really going to come up with this vaccine for coronavirus, yeah, but when it does, for sure what she's saying is that a distribution will be a little long time consuming, right? It would take a little longer. Anyways, so with this, I'm done with all the updates for today. Thank you so much for logging on to Qatar Day. Keep loving, keep supporting. As always, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys still watching me and watching this segment always. Thank you so much. Please keep loving me and keep supporting me like this always. Keep watching Qatar Day, the pulse of the nation. Me, your host in those, Jennifer Rogers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, remember to look after yourself. It's very, very important you take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.